Welcome back. It's Sunday. Yesterday I did an analysis on the forex market, which I hope you got your ideas from as well. Time for another market, and this time it will be the commodity market, especially the energies. Starting off with WTI crude oil and Brent oil later on, and I think I'll look at natural gas as well. So let's get going from here. Um, a little bit of background information. The current setup we were already following is still in play. Yeah, we had this move, we had this drop, and ever since that we had this rally back up again, and we're finding support now at the what is this? The 51 something level. That seems to be support at the moment. If it does move back into that area, by the time it reaches that area, I think this trend line will come into play as well. And the top at the moment seems to be the previous support area. Here it was kind of a resistance, but failed, and this pin bar, which was news driven, came into that area and failed as well. So I'm putting this on my chart. I'm leaving this on my chart as a potential level where price will give us a reaction. So this is the weekly. Let's zoom in to the daily chart. Well, pretty clear. This was the range price was moving in. I pointed it out back then, and then finally we broke out of it, came back to retest a certain area, which makes sense. That price bounced from here, looking at previous resistance and support levels. So and that was when price really started moving. Of course, the news reports about inventories sometimes help or do quite the opposite when it comes to giving price momentum. It's the biggest crazy stuff there is out there, because those inventories really don't make any sense, but it doesn't matter as long as you have your technical plan here in place. Yes. So well, we had the breakout, we had the retest, and ever since, as long as the retest, the bottom of that will stay in place, we are in a long trade. Then to make things not too complicated, let's get this off for now. Oh, I can't do that because that's in the place. Okay, doesn't matter. So yeah, we are at the moment we are rallying. That's what's going on, and we are rallying to the upside. We're definitely bullish, and you know, if you're looking to enter this trade, then I think you had a great chance last week. If you didn't, then I would personally wait for pullbacks, of course, before actually getting into a trade like this, because we're going up and we're at the recent highs already. So you're too late to join this trade. But let's keep an eye out on what levels we'll do. This is let's see. I think this support level will be something in combination as well with this trend line, where we will see price give a reaction once we have a pullback or something in the near future. Target, this is kind of a safe target. We're still within this range, but why should we take profits at 60 and not let it run to 63 or 64, something like that? We don't know yet. It's just an idea, and for now I think price will have potential to move into this area before we can see a structure break and some deeper pullbacks or anything like that. Overall, at the moment, oil is not really doing a lot. It's within this channel. It's within the 51 and the 66 or 65. Let's something like that. It's in a range, and that's not a problem because we still have some points to make money in. And at the moment we came from this bottom for the third time, I think now, or maybe we did it in the past. Well, so this is definitely support, and definitely we are. I and of course people who follow my videos are probably in this trade, and yeah, there's some potential to the upside to be following and to keep this on for now. Let's switch to Brent. Same thing. Pointed it out. We were in this range. We had a fake out, and then finally again we broke out, and price closed above this level. We came back for a retest, offering us this trend line for any direction at the moment. It's funny. It's funny to see how this was kind of spot on, but that doesn't mean that your analysis is good or anything. So it's just an idea, and then we are still in the way. This is the same thing as I pointed out with crude. Um, there's some room left to the 70s, so there's no reason to get out of this trade. This pin bar is showing us that this trend line indeed is giving us support. So bullish, bullish Brent, bullish crude. That's the idea. Let's zoom out for a minute. If you are just starting to watch my analysis, why is this on the chart? Because if this level turned out to be a support level that did get broken, we had some more room to the downside, maybe testing this support level or maybe the level after that. That was just an idea. Well, that didn't happen, and we started moving back up, and it's in line with what we're seeing in WTI. So yeah, let's assume this has some momentum to the upside. I'm a little bit looking at this over here. Let's see if we can get some extra information when it comes to this. Yeah, it's still within our profit target, so that's a good thing. And if we go from here on out, it's also within, and this is something still kind of within, because this was a news-driven spike. So that's not really an ideal thing to have in your chart, but you know, it's just some playing around with the levels, of course, and to identify where price is reacting and what it's doing. For now, overall, both of these markets are bullish to me, and I am in the trade. And if you're looking to get in, I'm afraid you're a bit late. So let's see what happens next week. If we get a pullback again somewhere to maybe enter this trade, if you are looking for that. Then we have met our first profit target when it comes to natural gas. We had this bottom, I pointed it out, and then we had this correction over here, and I had an alert, I think, when this level broke. So I took this trade, and it was a nice one. It was a fast one, it was a clean one, so interesting to see that. And now it's something I pointed out a little bit, that we first need a pullback, of course, before re-entering this trade. And a potential pullback could be that this level of resistance gets retested, and also here it was resistance, also here it was resistance, here it was kind of struggling around that level, not that clean, so but it is telling us something. So I was on the safe side with this one. I just want to trade the smaller range at the moment, and I got my profit, but there's a good chance. We now have this pin bar, so price failed to really break into this new level over here. But on the other hand, you know, we could play around a little bit, because when we put it over here, this is a clean break, and this was the fake out, and this is now the clean break. We closed above the level. Could be. So let's see. At the end of the day, we need a pullback to get in, of course. But if this really starts trading back into this area over here, where price was stuck in a lot, then there is definitely some more room to the upside. I'm not into this trade anymore, so to me it's not like I entered here and I put my stop over there and I still have this on my chart. But let's see. It's trading, guys. You know, you have to identify direction in the market, and if you did that, then of course it's up to you and your rules how to apply them and to manage your risk. Like I said, maybe this was the fake out moment, and this is actually the retest moment of this level, and we could see the beginning of a new range where we are moving in. So that's it for now. No more commodities at the moment. No, it's not. Okay. Let me get into a little bit of what I'm gonna do next week. I will be doing a video, one or two maybe, about risk management. I know it is not something, unfortunately, a lot of traders are looking for, but fortunately, I get some comments recently about people who are asking me about that subject, and when I ask them a question back, they give me an answer where I can see straight away that there is something wrong with their risk management. So let me show you how to find everything you need to know to be talking about risk management in the first place. So a little thing here is let's say we identified this bottom over here, then this is of course a level. If this level breaks, the whole idea of this market turning around becomes invalid. So here should be a stop, of course. If you decide to get into the market over here, or you decide to get into the market over here, that depends on entry level, and that depends that tells you the distance between a stop and an entry. You can also zoom in. You know, there are a lot of different things you can do to manage risk, but you have to calculate distances of entry, stops, and take profits. But you can't just put in a stop 10 or 15 pips away. That's insane, because price moves and price needs time to find direction. If you just do it like that, you'll get stopped out every time, and that frustrates. And probably you'll adjust your stop loss, and then your losses get bigger, etc., etc. It's a psychological and risk management thing. So let me get into that next week. For now, I'm gonna leave it with this: natural gas, crude oil, and Brent oil, all bullish at the moment. Thanks for watching.